going on, friends and neighbors? Hello. Happy to have you here once again. It's Jedi Phoenix back with you here. As always, if you're new to the channel, I bid you welcome. Thank you for coming along. If you are a returning viewer, I bid you welcome back. Always glad to have you. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Helps the channel grow, and make sure that you, yes you, the viewer, make sure that you don't miss anything I got coming down the road. Alright. I found this one totally at random. I wasn't even looking for it. It popped up in my video feed. And I was going to watch it, but it was so random, I got to share this one with you guys. Alright? This is George Lucas talking about the Jar Jar Binks backlash with Robin Williams. Love Robin Williams. His stand-up, even though it was very salty, very blue, boy was it ever. But even his interviews, you know, anytime he was a subject, the man was just fascinating to listen to. You know, whatever the subject was. But I never knew he did this. I don't know, maybe it's him giving the interview, but with Lucas? I might have to try to find this full interview. I don't know. But it's just one of those things that, you know, you never think you find. But I wanted to share it with you. So let me get my ears on. Knowing we're talking about Robin Williams, I'm sure he's going to go off on a riff on something. The man couldn't help it. But, alright, start recording now. Okay. Let's see what we got.
It was amazing to see the people's response to it. It's a totally created creature interrelating with humans.
Yeah.
Seamless.
It's funny, I mean, the fans hated it, but the fans hated Jar Jar before the movie even came out, before they even knew what he was.
Why did they hate him before?
True.
They don't like comic sidekicks. They just can't take it. You know, in the first film, nobody liked 3PO. They couldn't stand him. You know, it was like, you know, the most repulsive character created on film. And then we went on to when we did the Empire. Nobody liked Yoda. You know, you can't understand. What
I gotta pause that. I'll back it up a minute. But people didn't like Yoda? Seriously? I mean, he's not wrong about Jar Jar. I'll let this go through without interrupting the flow. But I gotta. He's not wrong about Jar Jar. Even before the movie came out, people were like, "Oi, what is that?" But really, people didn't like Yoda. I find that hard to believe now. Although, well, now versus then. But I do know that Empire Strikes Back, when it came out, there were a lot of people who were crazy about it. Hard to imagine now. But yeah, I guess, I don't know. Then again, a lot of people don't mind Jar Jar now, compared to other things about, you know, the franchise. Alright, I'll let it play. Let me back up a bit. Alright. I'll let it play through without interruption. Without pausing, rather.
When we did the Empire, nobody liked Yoda. You know, you can't understand what he's saying. He talks backwards.
Syntax have none.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's like, oh, you know, it's terrible. And then in the third one, they
There goes Robin.
The Ewoks. They just couldn't stand them. They were too cute.
Yeah.
Too
they wanted gremlins. They wanted nasty.
Well, they want something nasty and mean. And you know, so it's sort of inevitable that the smallest, sort of goofiest character
gets despised.
Gets despised. You know, hated by, you know, because they want to. A lot of the fans are sort of into Terminator 2. And it's like, how dare you make this into a children's film? I say,
Why
hey guys,
can't you have everybody look like Darth Maul?
Yeah, That's exactly
Yeah.
I want a Maori and a mime combined.
They want everybody to be mean.
They want to be
vicious.
mean. Welcome. R2-D2, can he have a small razor? No.
That was amazing because, like, it was like the classic Laurel and Hardy with R2 and CP3.
Yeah. No, they're you know.
Now you've done it.
You
What
gotta
do you
have-
think we're going to
Actually,
do?
yeah.
Yeah,
You've gone too far.
that's exactly what it is. I mean, obviously, we're trying to make it non-generic. We're
Right.
trying to make it so that it's
Relatable.
so that you can't say, well, this is this and this is that. It's just an accent. You got to have an accent because you can't have people coming from all over the parts of the galaxy and all speaking perfect English.
Good evening.
Yeah.
They're like the old war movies. My name is Heydrich. I'll be your general this evening. Damn, English have landed in Normandy.
Yeah, or the westerns. Yeah, well, I'm the chief of this tribe. And,
What the chief is trying to say, as your scout and dear companion,
yeah,
and the Emperor of Rome is always, I am Emperor of Rome. Never, what are you doing?
yeah.
I'm a Caesar. Hey, what do you make a salad? Come on! What are you doing? Get
He's
it
right.
out
The
here.
old Roman
Here.
movies always had the
Yes,
English
yes, Jesus
accent.
and tres partes.
It's a funny thing because right in the very beginning of the first movie, we decided to play with accents and try to mush, because I was dealing with English and American and everything. I wanted to sort of mush it into a lot of different kinds of accents since it was all over the galaxy and times, different kinds of dialects and different languages,
It
and
seemed
not
like-
and not do just everybody speaking, British.
Yeah, it seemed like all the villains basically on the Death Star was all, Sir, Mr. Lord
Yeah,
Vader.
we kept the
Yeah.
military group a little bit more higher English than the.
Yeah, they were very much Lord Vader.
Yeah.
Very sorry, Lord. Not like English sergeants. Lord Vader, it's all been done, sir. Planet's been destroyed, sir, as you wished. Or one Scottish stormtrooper. Can't go in there, sir. Their doors haven't been blown off.
There he goes.
Would be definitely a way to go. Lord Vader! What is he saying? Lord Vader to get feet clean. What? They were blowing the wee bear. What? Blowing the wee kind of Vader for below. Time out the beaver. The brave heart Vader. Luke. What? Luke, do that with the farce. What? Use the farce, Luke. What? Use the farce. The farce? What with me? Great Scottish Vader. Lord McVader. Step up.
It's funny in doing that because it's like with Ewan, he is Scottish.
Oh, I know.
And he has a very,
Oh,
very
yeah.
Scottish accent, and to get him to do to Alec Guinness, who's very, very English, and has a
Very.
very, very English accent. It's very interesting because he actually pulls it off pretty well.
Very.
Because his real accent is way different.
Oh, he's got that video.
Yeah.
He does,
He
yes.
sounds like that.
Yep. What?
That would have been good. Ah, the other dark meat. Vader. That would have been great.
the-
You fat bastard in the middle of that. Oh, Ian! Hand me that boy! Bring me that Anakin! What are you going to do with it? Ah, you know what I want. Oh, I found it in the suit! Fat bastard.
It's funny how people react to things like that. Because the reaction to that was probably stronger than anything else in the movie.
What?
With just accents.
Seriously?
People
Oh,
don't-
because of
because
people
all
think,
the-
yeah, like, you know,
Yeah,
like
they,
you said,
they tried to
playing
make,
race.
they tried to sort of deal with, oh, this is that and this is that, and it was the same thing with Watto, who was an Italian accent, and originally everybody thought it was Arabic. It was an
And
Arab
then some
accent,
people thought it was
they,
anti-Semitic 'cause
yeah,
he was
then they
Jewish.
thought it was Jewish.
What are you doing? Get away!
Yeah, that's a good
The old
point.
man in
Like,
the magazine
but-
shop. Kids don't touch the magazines.
Accents don't make a stereotype. It's the stereotype has to do with certain characters, cliches really, that are created that certain people fall into, and then the whole group gets painted with the same brush as the few. Really, how cliches and stereotypes work. I mean, it's part of the tools of a writer.
That's interesting. They're right about. They mentioned about how like the old movies with the Roman Empire, how everybody had an English accent. They're exactly right. It was, in reality, I'm sure they didn't, but in the movies, everybody has a very proper English accent. But Scottish Darth Vader. That would have been like if they had let David Prowse, if they didn't dub him. You know, if they had just let his natural voice come through the mask, or maybe have him dub himself. Can you imagine that? But that was interesting. It was different. You know, one of those things that just pops up, and I found it very interesting. I would have loved to have found the whole interview. I might go looking for it. But yeah, if they got the audio from somewhere, the whole interview's got to be around somewhere. We'll see. But that's going to do it for this video. Short and sweet, to the point. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, please subscribe. I got other stuff coming along. Don't miss it. Alright? Until I see you in the next video, as always, please be good, be well, be safe, and be happy.